wants to do it, or I'll make one.
Hey kids! Welcome to Talk Time with the ladies. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's been a great day. Hey Olivia, nice to see you. You're always so supportive. You're always here and I love it.
There's my girl.
Yeah.
Talking to your mother.
They're both amazing. They're both, and we have a special guest tonight. We want to tell them about it. Kelly,
Nikki,
you want me to go? Oh,
I'll do it.
Someone.
So tonight we have Minion Mike. If you guys know him, he's down at the buffer zone, and he always has his Minion hat and glasses on his head, and wears his framed Karen license plates and his red T-shirt which says "Free Karen Read." So I'm excited to find out how it is down there all the time.
Absolutely. I cannot wait to hear his take on what all the craziness that happens down at the buffer zone and him being in security and just his story. Glenn Lake is in the house. The potty's here.
I wasn't talking about your mother, Glenn.
Glenn likes mothers. Lulu Bell, hi baby girl.
Hi,
Good to see you.
Hey,
Everyone
Lulu.
starts piling in.
Tom.
Hi Tom.
Hi.
Hi, Tommy.
Hey, good to see you. Thank you for coming over.
Love you.
All right, guys. So without further ado, let's bring up our homeboy Mike. Hold on. He's gone.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Oh, here he is.
Can you hear me?
Hey.
Yeah. How are you?
Mikey.
All right.
Yes.
How's it going? Free Karen Read.
Good.
Free Karen.
It's
Free
going.
Karen Read.
Yeah, Free Karen Read.
Absolutely.
I'm happy to have you on. Thanks for being here.
Not a problem.
That was
Thanks
my
for the invite. I had to wait 7 days. Well, since last Friday I had to wait, but
Right.
A lot of anxiety up till now.
Yes.
Hi everyone.
When Nikki and you FaceTimed
everyone's
me
like,
Friday, I was like, what are you doing? It was funny.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
I asked Minion. I found Minion at my local watering hole on Friday. And because I've seen him there before, and I was like looking at him, he was looking at me, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta take a picture for Amy. So I was like trying to like not like be discreet. I was trying to be discreet, but I was like this. So he would like look at me, I put my phone down, like, and then I was like this, and she's like, oh my god, would you say Brian Albert? Is that Brian Albert?
I thought you were Brian Albert. I was like, is that Brian Albert?
Oh my
god. I said, no, this guy looks just like Minion Mike.
Come on.
He's so much better.
Right? I was trying to look at his shirt. Yeah, I was trying to look at his shirt, and it's all I see was a free, and I'm like, God damn it, that's got to be him. So then all of a sudden he moved away from the chair, and my friend goes, his shirt does say Free Karen Read. I'm like, it's him! So I go over to him. I go over to him and I go, hey, what's your name? He goes, Mike. I'm like, it is you.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
and I knew it was you right off the bat. I knew it was you immediately.
Mike was like talking to you, and then when you guys FaceTimed me, and he was like, "Hey, Kelly," I was like, "How do you know who I am?"
Yeah,
we know everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't have to meet you in person.
Well,
that's how most of us met.
I'm in Florida, so you know it's like everyone's.
I took mine off. I got mine too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wore this just for Mike, because he's the frame guy. So funny.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's talk about how you got into the Carrie movement. Like, how did you start getting into it? Like, were you a Turtle Boy fan, or how does this work out for you?
Well, I think a couple of things, tap on the thing there. It happened back a few years ago. I was, living up here in New Hampshire, and I seen the same stuff going on up here before. I've known it all my life down in Stoughton, in that area. It's just been corruption going back to the 50s, probably 1900, but it's been going on for a long time. I noticed it up here with all the bankers, the judges, lawyers. There was a guy named Mike. I can't remember his name right off bat right now, but he owned a financial company and he had everything on everybody. And he brought it to the FBI and they wouldn't even look at it. And I believe he went as far as Washington with it. And nobody would look at it. And what they did to this guy, it just made me sick. They got him with defamation and all that. They drained all his money and made him a nobody. They shut him up. And then right after that, it was the Sandra Birchmore case. And as soon as I heard that, I knew that he had killed her. And there's really nothing much you can say because you can't face it yourself, and it just went on for another year. And then the one happened with Canton, with Officer John O'Keefe. And I was like, there's no way that she killed him backing up in a 3-point turn. There's totally no way, especially in a snowstorm, tires spinning, you ain't going to get no speed. And it just went on and went on for, I don't know, another 9 months or whatever it was. And then Turtle Boy come out with this stuff. And I was watching him and, watching all the protests starting and all that. And I think I had just had a open heart surgery, so I couldn't make it. And, but I was watching it all the way through. And when they ever put him in jail, and this is bullshit. I mean, they're just throwing this stuff in our face, It's just total corruption.
Right.
And I have a real close friend that was in a car accident, and she's still fighting it right now. There was somebody their lives was lost, and she was, I think, 17 at the time, and it's 6 years later, and it's in Norfolk County, and it still hasn't been taken care of. They've dismissed it. They've gone back and forth to different courts, from Stoughton to Dedham to Quincy, back to Dedham, back to Quincy, and now they're charging them as adults. And it's just, I'm hoping that's one of the reasons why I got into this, along with Karen and Turtle Boy, because it's just so much corruption. I'm hoping what happens with Karen's thing, and she's cleared and everything, and the real people go down, that it will help her case, because it's out of the same office. As far as I'm concerned, the Fed's got everything. It's just a matter of this one stopping and them slapping the bracelets on them all.
Do you believe that the FBI case investigation is closed?
Hell no.
I don't think so.
Not for a minute. Not for a minute. They'd come out and make a press conference. Right. They ain't going to tell Helena, just her, oh, yeah, you're all set. They didn't do nothing wrong. You're doing everything right. There's no way. Right. It may be closed. They may have stopped investigating because they already got the sealed indictments ready for them. Exactly. Yeah. But it's still active. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. That's
so I ain't too worried about that.
Right.
I'm not worried about that, really.
I have a question for you, Mike. It kind of going off of this. So I'm a pure believer that Karen is not guilty and that the McAlberts had something to do with this. Do you believe that when Karen is exonerated, or however this is going to play out? Because I mean, she's never going to be convicted in my eyes. Do you think that
you don't know what the corruption
will go down? Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe that, but who knows with this? Do you believe that the McAlberts would ever be held accountable if that's the case?
I'm hoping with what the FBI has, which they have had them all on wiretap during what's her name, Sandra Birchmore's, and then they fell onto this one. So they got everything. They got all their phones. They got everything that they've talked about. I'm sure they were all their phones they were tapped. I know that. So they have everything. Right. They have everything where the phones were located inside that house at the time of the murder. So, and they know a lot more than we do, you know? Oh, yeah. This just doesn't stop it. This just doesn't stop at Karen. This goes up to major people, millionaires, you know?
I think
people that got money.
Karen's just the start. She's the one that's they thought they could charge her and that she would just plea and forget about it. They didn't expect her to fight. And now she's fighting.
They fucked with the wrong Karen.
Karen is with the Pandora's box.
What they say about Karens. She's not like that Karen, those Karens, but I mean, you don't mess with Karens. Just saying. Like,
so, I like messing with Karens, but Karen's a different Karen.
Yeah. And you've met her, right?
Oh, yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I go to Dedham on the trials and everything, and you know, we'd stand out and everything, and the as it would go on, there was certain people, Grant Smith Ellis for one, you know, he'd be just running next to her, asking her stupid questions, you know, embarrassing questions, and we'd all. You know, there's a few of us, me, Kurt, Patrick, Dina, there's a whole bunch from America, Jessica. I mean, we all formed around her, you know, just to try to keep Grant Smedelis from photographing her, you know, and then you got the media. Oh, yeah, Tommy was right there with me. You side by side on the worst day when everybody was... Yeah, that was a scary day. But we made it through it. I mean, the state police ain't going to help us. You know, when the trial started, they were there for a little while. Huh?
Yeah. I said they're there and they don't do anything for her, but they'll escort the Peggy in.
Exactly.
They don't help Karen. Yeah, it's disgusting.
And then at the trial, they did it, and they did it for like a month. And they were useless, you know. I was even jumping in front of them. They were yelling at me because I jumped in front of them to clear people, you know, make a path. They didn't have it. You know, they were marching like fucking soldiers, you know.
I personally love that boots on the ground, and you like with your. I like the other day you were right behind Jackson and Little, and you were like nobody's gonna touch them, and like I love that you guys have become their security. I love that.
Well, you have to. Right now, it ain't even a lot of people. That's just the media we're fighting back.
Right.
You know, once this trial starts and people start showing up, you see how many are down there right now, 30, 50 people. At the end of the other trial, there had to been a few hundred, you know? Right. And we really got to watch the crowds. We know most everybody, so if we see a strange face, everybody is notified to watch that person. There was one there the other day sitting on the bench, and I spread the word around asking who it was, and she was taking pictures. Never seen her. It's just, it's you don't know what these people are capable of. You know, they can do a drive-by. You don't know. You know,
have you
so that's why we're all around her. Do I have experience?
Have you ever experienced the hate down there? Like, if people drive by and like F you and bah. Like, is it more love down there than it is hate? Like,
There's more love.
Someone like trying to like, there is good. Okay.
No, there is more love. There was a couple YouTubers that came. I forget his name, JBL or something like that.
Yeah, we don't mention him. Mike.
And Dolly.
Yeah, they didn't mean nothing. They were like Clarence McDowell. You know? Trolls, exactly. You know?
Yeah.
But, my main concern is her security and getting her in there and out of there as quick as possible.
Right.
Get her on the road, stopping traffic, whatever we got to do that the cops ain't gonna do, you know. So
I love that. I think to me, I feel like it's been partly also that she's embraced the whole community, that they're supporting her too by having you guys, allowing you guys to do that, because they could be like.
If they didn't have us, it just wouldn't be right for her. You know, she'd be in danger. Put it that way. She'd be in danger every time she walked in there.
Right.
At least she's got us, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the media is like, from like, I watch Tom. Obviously, I've been his mod for like 2 years, and he's amazing. He's down there every day, and then he gets like he sees, like, that's how we see you escorting Karen, and we see the police and the media. The media seems to be more dangerous, like aggressively toward them than like
they're pushing people down now.
Yeah, they knocked over one lady in the snow.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Brian's girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah. They knocked Tommy down too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen them. Yeah. I mean, and that's
they just don't care.
I mean,
yeah, those people, you try to get them off to the side, and they don't even listen to you. So it's funny you like this one.
Mama.
I was escorted back to her car, and the media, he was following her. He was walking backwards, and I seen the pole coming, and he walked right into that. Man. I just laughed. It was totally deserved.
What else are you gonna do? Oh, I laugh when people fall. Like, I'm like, are you all right? And then I just die laughing.
He whacked his head, everything. It was funny.
If I don't laugh at you because you've fallen, then I probably don't like you very much, because I will laugh at you first, and then I'll say, can I help you out?
Same.
Yeah.
So, that's love. Oh my God. Love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Gotta laugh about it.
Yeah. What was it like down there during trial when there was like hundreds of people down there? What was that like? Like, with that energy? Was it more like you have to kind of keep an eye out, like, or was, because then at that point Karen was like getting touched and stuff. Don't touch me. You know what I mean? I'm sure she feels the same way.
Right.
Well, I've heard her say that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard her say that. Now, when they pushed us back to 200 feet there, there was no trouble. Everybody got along. We picked up our trash at the end. The neighbors loved us. The only problems we really had is at the end when the food stamp 5 came, and those were the only ones that were causing trouble. Well, they weren't causing trouble. They have a right to protest, and we let them do that. But they had to walk right through us.
They came for a reason for somebody down there.
Yeah, they were trying to get us fired up and made us look bad, and we just ignored them.
Yeah,
and then they didn't even stay long.
No, they didn't.
But as far as the zone there, the buffer zone, we had lunches delivered to us. Erica put out her truck with a tent and everything. We had people donating, coffee in the morning. We'd get pizzas. It was a good time.
I remember watching.
Now they want to push us back 500 feet or something.
No, I didn't hear that. Talk about that. How would you feel about that? Where would that even be? I know Dedham pretty well.
How would you be able to help Karen?
You'd be on 109.
How did what?
how would you be able to help Karen?
I didn't hear you, Kelly.
How would you even be able to help Karen?
Well, we had private property on the church, you know, so as us as a security, we could meet her limo and walk her in from there. But we had to take all our stuff off. Nothing could be read, you know, pre-Karen read. So I think we put pink shirts on, and we put security shirts on. We put black shirts on because the state police said we couldn't wear the security. Then we went to straight black, and it's unreal. You know, that's against our constitutional right there for pushing us back. And now they want to do it again. You know, this Brennan, he's trying every dirty trick in the book. But we'll figure something around it. If we have to call in Mark Randazza to represent us again, I don't know what's going to happen with that. If he is going to be hired again to do that. I haven't heard nothing on that yet.
So what did he do for you guys the last time?
He fought it. She denied it. She denied it.
Bev.
No.
And I believe he went to the he brought it up higher to the next court, and I think they denied it too. So I mean, it's just now he's trying to go 500 feet, I believe. I mean, either way, they are going to see us. Whatever route they take in, you know, they push us back. We could go get every road coming into there and put people on every road coming in there and still do our job, you know. But it's nicer just being right there. I don't see why we can't go out and stand in the front of the courthouse with just regular clothes on, you know. They won't even let us do that.
Who are her security? People who are there walking with her every day. Like I can see if there's hundreds of people down there that they don't want everybody up on the court steps and stuff like that. But so that she can get through safely. But to stop her from having the people she trusts, like you, help her get to her vehicle and the lawyers get to the vehicle, that to me that's a big deal.
Yeah. So, I mean, did let us do that, but as long as you ain't wearing nothing for Karen Reed.
Yeah, I mean, that's wild, though. Like, how can they dictate what you put on your body? You know what I'm saying?
Time to whip out your finest suit, Mike.
What's that?
Oh,
I said it's time to whip out your finest suit.
With a little bow tie.
I'm the bodyguard. Sorry, guys.
I did have to get dressed up when I went. Karen invited me into court one day. I was in there for the opera experts, and I did have to dress up with a tie. It was wild. It was a long day. You don't want to sit in those benches, I'll tell you.
Right.
Karen and her family and everything, they got cushions, so people were bringing their cushion. Actually, Tom has his own cushion too. But yeah, it was very interesting, you know, watching the jurors, and you could kind of tell which ones were paying attention and which ones weren't.
Okay.
I was kind of zoomed in on the O'Keefes.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't like that maggot.
No, I bet they were zoomed in on you too, Mike. They're like, that's the guy. Actually, I know most of our viewers know you because you're Minion Mike, but do you want to tell the story of how you got that name?
Well, I was sitting at home
already,
and Mello, it's ADA Mello. He was calling it everybody minions out there.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, well, I'll fix them. So on the way down, I stopped at the store and I grabbed my first Minion hat. My winter hat. This one's my winter hat.
I remember that one.
And I started wearing that one there, and then people were just donating stuff to me. I had a friend give me a lunchbox, a Minion lunchbox, and then I had somebody gave me the umbrella. So somebody gave me the glasses. A girl named Lisa sent me the hat. They were sending me shirts.
So good.
I'm in Orlando.
So good.
Very close. I'm not 30 minutes from Universal Studios, so if you want some more Minion stuff, I'll be glad to go get you some.
I got enough right now.
Yeah.
So, I'm like,
I'm rocking what I got. I'm rocking what I got.
Absolutely.
Well, I think
and it looks great on you.
Amazing.
Well, you're gonna make fun of them. They're making fun of us.
Well, that's just it. It's like if you want to be an asshole, I'll be petty as hell.
Exactly. Like John Comeau. John Comeau does the same thing. You got to call them out with the duck suits. It's just stupid. It's just ridiculous.
It's like which, John Comeau going with the chicken.
John announced, John has that Canton Chronicles paper, and he has his show on YouTube now. Right. But I guess the select board is now going back to in-person meetings.
Oh, they are.
That's what John
they should.
I heard them say that, but I didn't know when.
I don't know when they are. I know I have to read it. I only got to glance at it, but I saw it. I was like, oh, finally, they're going to actually face their constituents that actually put them there instead of being able to hide. So.
Well, they got the elections coming up pretty soon, so.
Right. Yeah. What are you thinking about that?
You got to get
reelected.
John Conley. I don't see how he could. And the only way he could is all the townies. Stay with them. But what's her name? Sue Harrington. Is that her name? Sue Harrington.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's just starting to get out now, and I seen her on a YouTube, and it was either YouTube or Facebook, but she was putting something out. But she's got to do a lot more than that. There ain't much time left. Yeah, she's got to get out there, and if she wants that position, but there's going to be a lot of Canton people down there helping her. Yeah. Standing out for her, putting up signs. Because if he gets back in, Helena's going to get back in, and they both got to go.
I heard they're already trying to rework her contract before the election. They're already trying to push that through.
I heard something about that.
They're trying to do it first so that they don't have to. They can rework it so that she's already in as for another 3 years before the election. And that
now who voted on that? Just fucking 5 people?
Right.
3-2.
The select board. Chris.
Yeah, 3-2. Look, I mean, everything voting is all fixed. It's been fixed for a long time.
Yeah. I think anything that happens in Canton, it's all fixed. Like people's words don't matter. There's 5 people with power, and they take over, right? I mean, am I far off?
No, not at all. You can see it. I'm from New Hampshire, and I watched the town meetings. I've never watched a town meeting in my life.
I'm from Florida.
Me either, Mike. Me either.
I don't even
watch my own.
I'm 2,000 miles away, and I watch their Canton meetings.
Right?
Because I literally sit there.
People are starting to see.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't even go to my own town meetings, but I watch Canton.
They are trying so hard. Like, they know that we know, right? And they're trying, now everybody who's in their bubble, it doesn't even matter whether they were attached to the demise of Officer John O'Keefe. They are just all so stuck at just covering, like smoke and mirrors. It's like, nothing to see here. Yeah.
They've been doing it the last 30 years. That's why.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Right.
And if
Yeah.
nobody's
Yeah,
noticing and nobody goes to meetings, they don't know what's going on. They just figure our elected officials are doing their job, and they're not.
Right. Right.
You
Fact.
know?
I didn't even know what a select board meeting was until this. You know what I mean?
Right.
I had no idea. I see them in my own town, and I'm like, "What's that?" You know. But now I know, and like I urge people to get involved now. Go to your select board meetings and make sure shit's running right, because these are the people that make the rules.
Do a background check on the board members. See if they have any felonies.
Amen.
Like Chris Albert, he should never been on that.
Honey, preach.
Shouldn't be on there at all.
Wow. He hid that from them. How was he able to hide that from them?
He didn't hide that from them. They all know.
Oh.
They're all
townies.
Right.
Yeah.
Townies.
They're all townies. They all knew. They got him in there to protect them.
Yeah. Like blindly protect. They don't care if he did wrong. They blindly protect because it's Chris Albert. What do you think of him wiretapping his D&E pizza?
Oh yeah, that's
everybody's filing wiretap
reports.
Oh, Mike, we lost you, kid.
You there, Marco?
There you are.
Hey,
yeah, I had a phone call. Somebody called in. Yeah, everyone's filing wiretapping charges that have been down to that area. If they've walked by there, if they've sat on that bench, after the place is closed, he's sitting at home listening to them. What they're talking about? Are they talking about us? Well,
he had released that video of that lady that was writing Free Karen Reed on her car.
Exactly.
Like 8 months ago, and was like called her an effing bitch, and was like
did that have voice on it too?
Yeah,
I was down there,
and he leaked it to Kate Peter like instantly.
Right.
So
I was down there talking in front of his window one day. There was 3 or 4 of us talking. They got the whole conversation while he's sitting there looking at me. I just smiled at him.
That's what Esby said this morning on her show. She's like, I wouldn't have talked about the things I've talked about had I know that they're recording the audio. She's like, I would have.
That's why it's happened.
Yeah.
That's you and I talked about it Friday, Mike.
Right, exactly.
Have you guys read Beto Rose's new letter?
No.
I read most of it.
Yeah, he wrote a letter to Helena Rafferty, basically, and I mean, do you think she's going to do anything? I don't think she's going to do an investigation.
Absolutely not. It's gonna.
No.
If I'm right, I believe that those are federal charges. Wiretapping.
I know it's a felony.
That's why they should be. It should be reported to the
federal wiretapping.
Exactly. That should be. People should be writing letters to Leah Foley. Letting her know what's going on. I'm sure she knows anyway, but if it falls out of Canton's hands, Helena Rafferty doesn't do nothing about it, the Fed should pick it up. He should be charged for that. I mean, you could sue him and everything, but you ain't gonna get a nickel. The pepperoni man ain't getting nothing either.
No.
So it's just a front.
He doesn't pay his taxes.
Exactly.
But he did. All of a sudden, he paid a $400,000 tax bill that was 7 years later, something like that. I was like, everyone's saying, where'd he get that money from?
Girl.
Downstairs. Downstairs where the office is.
In the basement.
The after hours party.
The office.
The after hours party.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Always in the basement.
I mean,
yeah.
Nothing good happens in the basement.
Well,
no.
But Yeah, it just
No, Aquaphor. I'm like, yeah.
It's all crazy. It's all crazy. What do you think of
yeah, it is.
what do you think of Jen McCabe? What's your feeling on her? Everyone says that she's the ringleader and she's this and she's that. What do you think? Do you think? Give me your opinion on Jen McCabe. I'm curious.
Well, Lana had come out with truth and I think it's truth and transparency. She broke down all this stuff, and then she says that it was Matt McCabe that did it all the 227 search. The next morning, got her phone.
Yeah,
I think Lana is great. I think she really does a lot of amazing work.
I love Lana.
That one thing, like I told her, I said I can't go with this one because it just doesn't fit for me. But I mean, other stuff she's done, I'm like, holy crap! Like it just blows your mind. But
yeah, I love Lana, but
I think it fits right. It fits right, but there just was something there that wasn't there. I'm trying to think of what it was. The way she said it happened or something. And it didn't happen. The way she was talking, like it wasn't in the house. They went for a ride.
Yeah, they got in a car. Yeah. John got in the car.
Yeah,
and I'm like, there's no way he got in the car. That's where I was like, that doesn't
like all of them
feasible to me.
Yeah, that's what threw me off.
Yeah.
But as far as her breaking it down, that sounded good.
Yeah,
she's brilliant. If you
because
guys
she broke it down right. I started watching her.
I'll grab her.
I started watching her a year and a half ago when she was breaking it down, and I believe she was in touch with the defense at that time, sending them stuff.
Yeah.
And I liked her work, but she's dug deep. I mean, you got to give it to the girl. I like her, you know.
Yeah, I like watching her during the Watts case.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's when I got introduced to her through the Watts case.
Yeah, she's done a lot of cases.
Go subscribe over to Lana. She is Truth and Transparency, and she has a playlist of the Karen retrial, and she's brilliant with data. With data. You know, you don't have to agree with all of it, but she puts in a lot of work, and I believe a lot of it.
Definitely makes you think.
Right down the footsteps.
It makes you think. For sure. Yeah.
She can put right down the footsteps.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, this people say the same thing with JFK and James. Like they come up with, you know, different scenarios in their brains trying to figure out, like in the beginning, what was happening, how is this before they even found the waterfall. Like they would come up with different things, and I mean, that's just everybody. You have to take and figure out guys. Like, what is going to work and what direction. So
right.
I mean, what sounds the most like it could happen? There's so many things that could happen, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you got so many people now that, you know, YouTubers out there, and there's a lot of smart people out there breaking the stuff down, digging. Everybody's digging, coming up with information, pictures, people getting off their other people's Facebooks, you know, going back in their histories. It's just everybody's digging, and they ain't gonna get away with it. I can't see them getting away with it. And there's just no way. There's just everybody knows how bad it is, and the feds just ain't gonna let that stuff go. I'm sorry,
right?
You know, and if they do, then there's a real serious problem in this country. You know,
well,
everybody has to stand up.
Like SD said, or in SD's chat today, it was Christina, I think, said that they released her credit report. Somebody went found her, Christina, I think it's Rasmussen. She is on YouTube, and she's also on X. But somebody went and got her. Someone found her credit report and released her credit report on X.
Yeah, that's just like the swamp. I don't even go on there.
I like it only when I can troll people. I troll them.
I can't type it up fast enough.
Yeah, he doesn't like to type. He's a boomer.
Yeah.
He tells me today,
Amanda.
please just call. Yesterday, please just call me. Like I don't do typing. I don't do texting.
Amanda, what they're doing is they're basically doing it. Anybody on X who goes against them, that is free Karen Reed. They're trying to find criminal records. They're trying to find anything that they can to dox or expose you. And share my credit history. It sucks. Okay.
Exactly.
I know it sucks. I got a divorce. And divorces
have fun.
So, like I said,
I can't even afford to pay attention.
Exactly. I've told her before. I'm like, you want to steal my identity? Have fun with it. You'll give it back. Like you're not going to keep it.
I can't buy all the shirts and the sweatshirts and everything. I'm on a fixed income. Everything goes in my gas tank just to get out and protect her, you know?
Yeah.
It's let them dox me. Come at me, you know? You want to come up here? Come up here.
Well,
you know?
Do you have a Venmo or a Cash App that we can share to help pay for your gas to get back and forth there?
Yeah.
No, I don't do none of that.
No.
I can't because I'm on Social Security.
Oh yeah.
Like Tom, they'll take his Social Security away.
Oh yeah, they took Tom.
Yeah, that was because of them. You know.
Yeah.
They don't care who they hurt.
No, they don't at all.
Nope, I get by. You know. Do what I can when I can.
I'll just have to pay Nikki and have her cash it out and hand you some cash.
I'm fine, really.
He's good.
I get down there and do what I can, you know. Even if I have to sit at home, I don't, you know, this is my life.
I will tell you.
It gives me something to do.
Yeah. Right.
I've become so emotionally invested in this case and the people that I've met, like all of you guys. I mean, even the chat, the people that we've met that are boots on the ground, like you, people that, Nikki and Amy, I've become so close to them as well. And Kim, and I just when things start to happen, I get pissed. Like during that, when she came out at the trial or the hearing for dismissal, and she started yelling at him, I was like, shut up. Like I'm screaming at my flipping computer and I'm like, just shut up, woman. Like stop.
I know what you mean.
I have a question for you. How have you had any interactions with Grant? What's that been like?
Do I have what?
He's a handful, huh? Have you had any experiences with Grant? With Grant?
Oh, plenty.
Grant Smith Elliott?
Plenty.
Grant.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What's that like?
We've gone at it on the steps. We've gone at it on the steps back and forth, and and it's one day we were out front and we were going back and forth, and we were really getting into it. And he was telling me how he wanted to be a priest, and so I really started getting on him. I can't say what I was saying, but he was taping it. But there was a couple girls there that were watching me. My two girlfriends, the two Ericas, and Jessica. Right. They seen what was going on, and they said, "Hey, go watch Mike." So they were right behind me. They had my back. That's what's good about this little movement. Everybody's got everybody's back.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just we're like one big family now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just crazy. It's good. A lot of people like myself, I don't like to talk to crowds. I never could. School, forget it, will never get me up on that stage. And I'm out here talking to news people, ringing, it's just, that's how much this means to me, It's brought a lot of people out, brought them out of their shells. To speak up for what's right.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah.
My cat's trying
And
to.
as it goes on, as we built up and got this word out there, then it was in other states, and then more states. Now it's over across the lake, in other countries, So, and people see what's going on here and see what we're doing and how we're going about it. That's going to bring them together in their own states or towns and fight their corruption. Because this ain't just here. This is everywhere.
Exactly.
There's corruption in every town. There's good apples and bad apples. I know plenty of cops. I love cops. I don't like corrupt cops.
Exactly.
I back the blue 100%. But when they're corrupt, exactly. They try to say that we're against them, all the trolls, but we ain't.
Yeah, my uncle was a chief of police.
My sister's boyfriend has been for 30 years. I mean, I completely back them. I have my cat wants to chat, I think. But yeah, I have no issues with that. I just have problems with he keeps trying to jump on my computer. I have no issues with that. I just want to but I just want, get the bad ones to stop. I can't, to see what they're doing and to see it's blatantly obvious what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't even care anymore. They don't
exactly.
even they're not even hiding it now.
Nope. Those are the people that got power.
Yeah.
Because they think the higher ups. The whole tree is gonna be cut down. You got to take the whole tree down. Get rid of them all.
It's all rotted. Yeah.
No one sees
piss off.
Exactly. I believe that's going to happen too.
When you piss off Peter Tragos,
Peter who?
Peter Tragos from The Lawyer, when you make him have steam coming out of his ears because of something, it's bad. So
where's DA Morrissey been? No one sees him. He has fundraisers for his next running or whatever, but he's nowhere to be found. He's a criminal.
I seen him at the last standout. Last standout at the DA's office. He pulled in about 1:30 from lunch. He was probably half in the wrap up, but I didn't want to go over and approach him and
Yeah.
But yes, I did see him. He's what?
Do you think it even affects him?
You froze up.
Do you think it even affects him?
It's gotta. Unless he thinks he's got all the power above him that's going to save him.
I think he probably does,
well, that's the thing. Like I said, the whole tree has got to come down, and the feds have got to do it. If the feds don't do it, we're screwed.
Yeah. Right.
Where are we in America?
And
there's no way this can go on.
Exposing it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. It's scary.
The judge has been in there too long. It's just. I'm getting worked up.
Yeah,
we all are. Trust me,
we all are.
There's got to be term limits. There's got to be term limits.
I firmly agree.
They shouldn't have these jobs for a lifetime. That's where you get your corruption.
I think
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Government. I believe that.
We have one of our people on our chats, Amanda, who's absolutely amazing. She says she believes there's going to be a third trial.
You're breaking up.
So she's saying there's going to be a third trial. They're not going to stop.
A third trial?
She'll get a mistrial again, and then they'll try her again and keep going. They're not going to stop with this. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know how that would work. Somebody else was talking about that on an old stream I heard today. I can't remember who it was. Yeah, they'd have to. It's like this one. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. Whether they have to say they're gonna try her again. You know, if they don't say that for a week or something, maybe the feds could jump in there. But if, like they did the last time, right after they says we're gonna retry, your hands are tied up again. Unless if the feds come up with a rule where they come in and say that's enough, you know, we're ready to take the whole tree down.
Right.
But that's my thought.
Look at Sean Ellis. He had 4 trials.
Didn't he have
5 trials? Well, the 5th one, I think he got released.
Yeah,
but nonetheless, he had to have 5 trials, and it was a cop that was unalived, and he was the points at the boy. He did it, you know. So, and I to my opinion, they won't stop with her. I think that if this is a hung jury, Hank's going to continue and continue and continue, and just drain her of money.
Well, they ain't draining her really of money because they're working all pro bono. Yeah, and what she's spending now is all the money she's being raised by everybody else.
Yeah,
right.
You know,
right. Yeah.
I wanted to say I love you.
You know guys. Everything in, but as far as the lawyers, they're working for nothing.
Yeah. Mike, it was great to meet you. I had to go help with crazy kid. So
yeah, no
my
problem.
husband just popped in and he was like, "Can you please come out?" So I just want to tell you guys, I love you guys.
Love you.
And
bye.
I'll be watching.
All right, bye, Kelly.
Bye. It was nice talking with
you.
Nice seeing you, Cal.
Bye, Cal. All right. Wait a minute. So we have someone, Full Metal Hash Views. I think the case scenario Karen is showing this evidence to a jury and getting them getting NG. Yeah, not guilty.
Not guilty.
You know, not for nothing. A lot of trials have a jury expert that comes in and is an assessor of who they think is like best for the jury, and maybe that's something that they can look into too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Yeah.
Well, they can't have fanning in there. They can't have fanning in there. Like, come on.
Yeah. Exactly.
Have you ever heard of that?
Let's talk about fanning.
A state cop in there?
Wild?
Yeah, he shouldn't be allowed in there. He's involved in both cases. You know, right there, that's bias.
Hell yeah, it is.
The whole thing should be thrown out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the whole thing. Yeah. What do you think about fanning? Bev's reaction to fanning.
She's gonna play stupid.
Yeah, of course.
She's gonna play stupid. He had nothing to do with it. Jackson even said, you know, he's commander of the whole thing.
Right.
He has nothing to do with it. You know, he just runs them all.
Yeah. It's even like the appearance of impropriety that can make a mistrial or get the charges thrown out. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that alone, you know.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
You're breaking up big time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but it's I mean, even like Jackson was like with the jury tampering when they went to C.F. McCarthy's, and he's like, how is that possible? Like, she's supposed to be unknown. Like, how is it even possible that they know what she said or how she feels? You know?
Yeah.
And she was the one that was majority like free Karen Reed, like, you know, with her actions in court and, you know, like her mannerisms as far as like when witnesses would come on, you know. And then, like, you know,
who's that?
The juror that got cut, the alternate juror.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but they have no proof of that.
Exactly.
They didn't show no proof of it.
Right.
You know, that's all hearsay.
Yeah, exactly.
She should never have been thrown off.
No,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
This case should have been thrown out a long time ago. It shouldn't even have went to
my God.
trial at all.
Before it even began. No. That's 100%. Before it even began.
It should have been thrown out day one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck out of here.
You know, they just need to frame that girl.
Yeah.
Right.
But
they had to frame somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Well, Mike, it was awesome.
Well, it was going to be Lucky
tonight.
Lucky was.
It had to be.
He was the one that's supposed to get out for it.
Yeah.
I believe that. It was supposed
you
to be.
You guys are both breaking up.
Oops.
Yeah. Connections.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Actually, I need to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
It was awesome having you tonight, Mike. Yeah. Thank you for
Not
coming
a problem.
on, and we'll
Anytime.
see you around. And thank you everyone for being here in the chat. We love you. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Free Karen Reed. Jessica.